Thanks for staying with us. Life has a way of testing our strengths in the most unexpected ways. Our guest for today, Mr. Femi Alex Adeboyejo, is a man whose story is both deeply painful and powerfully inspiring. A respected Nigerian businessman and humanitarian, he has experienced one of life's greatest heartbreaks, the sudden loss of his beloved wife to a heart attack. What makes his story remarkable is not just the tragedy itself, but the grace and courage with which he has chosen to respond. Instead of letting grief consume him, he has channeled his pain into purpose, dedicating his time, voice, and resources to raising awareness about heart health and hypertension prevention. Through his advocacy, he is turning personal loss into a message of hope, healing, and survival for others. His journey is a sobering call to every man and woman to listen to their bodies, to prioritize wellness, and to never ignore the subtle signs that something might be wrong. Today on Your View, we'll be delving into his story, a story of love, loss, resilience, and rediscovery, and exploring how we can all learn to care, not just for our hearts emotionally, but also physically and otherwise. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
We are very, very sorry for your loss. It's not easy to lose someone who is most especially dear to, your heart. And I would like to start by asking you, what were some of the signs your wife probably complained about before the final passing?
Okay, he's managed high blood pressure for over 10 years, before 2023. So we've lived with it. I mean, it's just been something that we've come to understand that she has to live with in the house. And on that particular Friday, she woke up in the middle of the night. She said she had a headache. And I just encouraged her to take your drugs. I was scheduled to see a cardiologist that day. We just done our annual checkup. And then I was supposed to see this case. So I said, okay, you know what? Let's go to the hospital together. All right. And she runs a restaurant. So that morning, she decided to go to the restaurant early. I was supposed to join her, pick her up from the restaurant, and then we will go to see the cardiologist. All right. And I took a walk in the estate, got to the restaurant. Getting there, she was not in the restaurant. I asked her staff, she's in her office. I went to her office, the place was locked. So I called her. She said she planned to buy one or two things. So I walked down to a friend's, my younger brother's office, which was very close, just about 5 minutes away. And as soon as I got there, she called me that she was back. And I said, okay, I'm coming. But her voice was a bit shaky. So I said, what's wrong? She said, she's not feeling well. So I walked back to the restaurant. I got to her office, and the place was locked. I knocked and knocked, the door was not open. I went back. Say she's inside, so I called her number. The phone was ringing in the office, so I knew something was wrong. I called my brother. We broke the door, and there she was on the floor. We did CPR, we did all we do. First hospital, second hospital. She was DOA, and that was it.
And that was just it. But she was on high blood pressure medication.
Yeah, she's been
was she taking it regularly?
Yes, yes. In fact, she took it that morning, because when she woke up and said she had a headache, I said, okay, take your drugs. I mean, something that we've managed for a long time. So
it just highlights the fact that it's beyond medication. There's a lot of things that are also involved in the complications that can come from dealing with high blood pressure, hypertension. But what were the lessons that you learned? And I know that you started a foundation that has impacted on many lives since her passing. But what do you think? Because somebody is watching now and the person is like, hey, what can I do to prevent this kind of thing from happening? Like, what do you think, based on the experience and all the interactions you've had, could have been done to manage the situation better, so that those that are watching would also learn from?
Yeah, so I mean, hypertension, since 2023 to now, I've come to understand that hypertension is a national emergency, right? It's a silent killer. You never know what the issues are once you drop dead. I've lost 3 friends even from 2023 till now through the same thing. right? And being at home at that time, when people come to pay a visit, everybody has a story of one uncle, of one sister, or someone somewhere, you know, because the symptoms are not such that it breaks you down. So people don't pay attention. All right,
you just be tired.
You just
the silent
probably,
killer.
you know, you're just tired. You're not sleeping well. A bit of this and that, but it doesn't break you down, and you're still moving. You're still doing what you have to do.
It's still functional.
So people don't pay attention to those symptoms, and that's why it's such a serious matter now. And you know, there used to be this thought that it's about obesity. It's because you are big, it's because you are thinking, but I've come to find out that it's way, way, way beyond that. A lot of young people are now hypertensive because now a number of activities that we now do, very young people are now hypertensive. So there are so many dimensions to it. Our food, the nature of the kind of work we do, Lagos, traffic, so many things, you know, come together to put people in that kind of situation. And you just have to understand what it is all about and how to manage it. We are blessed, so it wasn't an issue of money, it wasn't an issue of drugs.
Lack of care.
But it was just that education was lacking.
Okay. So my condolences.